Welcome back. The Wisconsin soldier who ran into North Korea is now back in U.S. custody. Army Private Travis King from Racine, seen here arriving in the middle of the night in San Antonio, Texas, Thursday. He's now at the Brooke Army Medical Center undergoing medical and mental health evaluations.
Now, so many questions remain about what happened and what's next. With that, let's bring in Pentagon spokeswoman Sabrina Singh. Sabrina, good to see you.
Thanks for having me on.
Let's start with what Private King is doing right now this weekend. Walk us through, under this military supervision, what's happening and the critical nature of these first few days back in the U.S.
Yeah, sure, and happy to do that, and thanks again for the opportunity to be with you. We're really happy that Private King has been returned home and is back on U.S. soil and in San Antonio right now. Right now, what's really our focus is making sure that his health, his mental well-being are all being taken care of. We don't know exactly what he went through during those 2 months that he was, or over 2 months, I should say, that he was in North Korea. And so making sure that he's feeling good about being not only back at home, but being reunited with his family. And then, of course, he'll be undergoing medical observation, meeting with mental health professionals to help transition him back into society and into his community.
Is he speaking? Is he talking with military officials? Is he cooperative?
We know that he was in good spirits when he boarded the plane back to the United States. I believe he's being cooperative with the U.S. military officials in San Antonio. But I'd really let him and his family speak for more on how he's doing. We know this is a tough time. We know that any type of transition back to your life after such an ordeal like being in North Korea is going to be hard. And so there's not a timeline for this on how long it's going to take. Our focus is making sure that he's doing okay and that he can be with his family.
Now, we know that there has already been a phone call, at least that Private King was able to make with his mom. Has he been able to reunite with his family in person yet?
That reuniting process is ongoing with many family members, I believe. So I'll really let them speak to that. I wouldn't want to get ahead of anything that they want to share first, but what I can tell you is that I know that he's in good spirits and doing well right now.
Big picture from a global perspective, do we have any better idea? Do you have any better idea at the Pentagon that you can discuss about why this happened now and why North Korea decided to release him some 70 days after he went into the country?
You know, I really don't. That's a question for North Korea to really answer. This was an entire whole of government interagency effort to bring Private King home. Sweden worked as our interlocutor when it came to negotiating and working with the DPRK to release Private King, and for their assistance and for the PRC's assistance to use their airports to get Private King to a U.S. airbase in South Korea. We're incredibly grateful for their efforts.
We know that Private King willingly ran into North Korea. The U.S. declared him AWOL. What type of consequences does he face here in the United States?
You know, right now our biggest focus is on his health, making sure that he's doing okay. I'll really let the Army speak to what could happen down the line, but that's not our focus right now.
Is it fair to say military or criminal charges are on the table still?
I would say that that's right now not our focus. We are incredibly focused and really all efforts are focused on making sure that he's being able to reintegrate, making sure that he's able to feel fit and being well and going through the medical processes that he needs to complete at San Antonio before moving on and deciding what's next.
I know that the focus is on Private King's health, but what type of access did he have to any sensitive information? And are you at all concerned that he might have shared any information with North Korean?
Well, that's something that U.S. military officials will be asking Private King about, what his time was like in DPRK. I don't have any information to share at this point.
Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary Sabrina Singh. Sabrina, like always, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Up next, abortions resuming in Wisconsin. Calls for prosecution, a high-profile lawsuit pending. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin's president and CEO is here next.